today. With today we're jumping into the fall of the House of Usher. This is episode 3. Ooh, I like that. By the way, I've been hearing and noticing that the reviews of this show has been top tier. So shout out to, once again, Mike Flanagan. I believe that's who he is. I never have anybody's names. But yes, shout out to him once again, doing an amazing show. So far, the first 2 episodes has been a whole key to the gag, to the lemons and the squeezes of the juices. I've loved it, and I'm ready to jump into episode 3. If you'd like to see this in a full reaction, of course you can, on the second or third tier here on this platform that will definitely copyright all my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So please join one of those platforms to be able to see this in a full reaction today. Now, if you want to support the channel for free, please hit that like button, share, and don't forget to comment down below. I forgot what the instructions were. This is the first video of the day. I will have a few hiccups, okay? I will be out of it a little bit, but I'm sure this show will pull me all the way together. Because, honey, I was in a deep slumber, a deep nap. I'm ready to jump right into this show, so without further ado, let's jump into the fall of the House of Usher and find out exactly what the show has got to give.
Start kicking your guts out now, Alan. Since I still get suited up, now I got this guy. Hey, I don't care who you know uptown. You don't remove anything from the crime scene. I don't know how, but apparently he's clear.
Ew, absolutely not! I would die. The mask is on him.
We got a survivor in here!
Tuck some unfortunate material away to avoid the EPA fines. The idea was we come back for it when no one was looking and dump it. Absolutely in violation of multiple environmental regulations, but we had to keep it. And those tanks, they were barely up to the task. It was already eating through the tanks and the pipes.
Jesus, Roderick.
And my son would have understood this if he paid a minute's fucking attention to the family business, but no.
There's one thing in there that doesn't jive with the horrible, tragic accident story. The wait staff.
You said the wait staff left the building, all of them? They knew. They fucking knew.
Then someone set this up. Few felons on the guest list. We put it on one of them. Keep Perry out of it.
Come from outside the family, keep Camille 10 miles away from it.
We got the footage from the cameras. We set up cameras. My guys are scrubbing them out.
What happened? It was an accident, just a terrible accident. Did you hear me? Your brother is dead.
Yeah, Ted Perry, got it.
Any minute now.
That's his wife?
Right, we need to close ranks. Bring him in.
There are some things you absolutely cannot say.
Fuck, that's terrible.
Fuck's sake, Camille, our brother just died.
Half-brother. You didn't know about it?
No, he didn't invite his sister to the orgy.
Just his sister-in-law.
The father feels that this has to come from outside the family.
It's the opposite.
We're gonna have something we haven't had in 3 years. It's public sympathy.
Okay.
Perry Usher, America's son, America's fallen prince. Hey, remember that time that Perry drove a college friend to rehab?
We have a charity wing dummy so he can paste someone's face on it. We remember that he did it, so he did it.
But any attack on us while we're grieving is an attack on him.
What else?
Pics of us at the grave, but just long enough to say, hey, no pictures, please. We grieve with you, so you grieve with us.
You have a week. Seconds count. I am running out of time. I've wasted too much time already.
That's why they hate us, not because we grabbed the opportunity, but because they didn't.
Can we talk about this somewhere else?
You did this. It should never have happened.
Where was she?
Prospero Usher's death is a tragedy. Are you saying that Prospero Usher's death is justice?
There it is.
No, of course not.
Just bought us a couple more days of goodwill.
Do you actually want me to send him an edible arrangement?
Everybody knows that edible arrangements are what you send to people you hate. So yes, you get on Victory, and the only thing that saves this family is publicly executing the informant.
It's not the number of dying animals, that's market norm, like you said.
The problem is with the livestock count.
One less monkey on the grounds. No explanation, no report, no adjustment addendum. Dave's chest makes an identical incision, even stitches it out.
The rumor is that she cuts them up after hours and carries them out in pieces.
We're really sorry for your loss.
She don't care.
Sorry about that. How are you? Okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm just...
Stay here, drink your tea. I'll be 20 minutes, 30 tops. Stay.
She's about to lose her shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You can just leave it at the receptionist desk.
I would, but it's got all the information.
If you have heart issues, we really are in the right place because Dr. Julia's me. She's the best.
Yeah, I have regular heartbeats. I get tired easily. How wonderful.
Who's this puppet, honey?
What are you doing there?
I texted you an hour ago. First up, you have GQ, USA Today, and PC Gamer tomorrow, and so we have to pregame.
You want another glass, Camille?
Yeah. I like him. I think he's great. I think that you should bring him around to the family and introduce him to the family.
Why'd you hate Vic so much?
They do, though. They call us the bastards.
The edibles in the pot, and the speed and the wine, and the coke and the pills.
No wonder he was fucked up. You start thinking any of this is reality, you'll just slip into the abyss.
I make video games.
You don't make video games. You give money to people who make video games.
We don't make shit.
Vic's heart mesh isn't even her heart mesh. It's the surgeon's heart mesh. That's why she's fucking the surgeon. Dad decided that I belong in a room of smoke and mirrors, and I'm like a ceiling fan, and I spin and I spin. Ushers don't make stuff. None of us.
You got a cat?
She's mine. Hey, Pluto. Leave Daddy Leo alone. Having a little party. Take the mind of things. It's what Harry would have wanted.
Yes, that's my cue to go. You're my opening volley. There you go. Boom. You're prepped. I'm gonna let you grieve yourself into a coma by yourself.
I brought some Monty.
Oh.
You want some Monty?
Like with all other things, ushers adapt quickly. When life hands you lemons,
Make lemonade.
you roll out a multimedia campaign to convince people lemons are incredibly scarce. Lemon is the only way to say I love you, the must-have accessory for engagement. Called lemon drops. You get Apple to call their new operating system OS Lemon. You get a Kardashian to suck a lemon wedge in a leaked sex tape. Get a hashtag campaign. Something isn't cool or tight or awesome. No, it's lemon. OMG, hashtag lemon. Get those seeds circulating in the wild. And then you sue the farmers for copyright infringement when that genetic code shows up on their land. Sold your lempire for a few $1 billion, then, and only then, you make some fucking lemonade.
In fact, his autopsy toxicology report said he had Monty in his system.
What the fuck is Monty?
It's a street-engineered derivative of Ligadone, your drug.
Amateur chemists take a run at a quality, FDA-approved drug. They modify it.
What is it?
His daughter's gonna die next.
There are days when I wish I had never stumbled on that little pill. Assume your company will act ethically with your pitch. You assume Ligadone killed my son. I didn't make the drug. I didn't design the drug. Ligadone, it's a lot of things. I'm just as much a victim of it as anybody else. I'm a middleman.
I found the chemist. I walked this in here and you passed. Now what's this bullshit about Fortunato buying Landor Pharma?
Ligadone? That fucking gold mine.
That was my pitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have an exclusive agreement with Landor Pharma?
No, but I...
He
owns it.
I
It's
guess
his.
that's why he's a chemist and not a lawyer, huh? No, Rod, I didn't come to you because... Well, who exactly are you in this equation? You go from mailroom to the boardroom, and I turn to you and say, hey, gee, Rod, what do we do next? You couldn't do what I did. You couldn't buy Landor, because you don't have any juice. Idea is nothing. An idea is a fart that your brain makes. You have, for the moment, my gratitude. And that can be an asset. I don't pay finder's fees for ideas. I don't pay for other people's farts. Walked in here, brain farted, and turned it into $500. Good manager's gonna want to keep people with good ideas around. Is he grateful enough to want to promote me? And the answer is yes. It's a shorter ride to hear those great ideas. Maybe down the line, I'm gonna warm him up here. Curb the fucking attitude. You shut your mouth and you listen for a minute. You will start to figure out that you have got an angle here. Or do you want to yell at me some more and find yourself out on the street? Let's talk about your future here, Fortunato.
I know that look.
What are you talking about? I'm celebrating.
$500 right now. It is huge for us.
Yeah.
Remember when we first got placed with the Muldoons? 5 foster kids, 5 support checks coming in. They're making money off the gig. Hauled them out. Raised holy hell. Came right at them. What did it get you?
Locked in the closet, mostly.
I made myself their favorite. She started to see me as a helper. She gave me more responsibility. Then what happened?
Social services.
Broke it all up. She didn't even know it was me until they had her in cuffs. Rufus Griswold is just Mrs. Muldoon in a nice suit. The more you fight, the more bricks he'll add. Until you're in your own tiny little tomb. You get beside him. You make him want to hand you that trowel. Then you stab him with it. It's been 3 months. We couldn't afford that medicine. Now we can. That's great. I know your sister had it hard. And I don't like her any.
I am my Annabelle.
Wait. What's blood? Where's all this blood coming from? Did he kill the cat? Oh, it is a cat!
I've identified every person in the footage except her. They didn't see her face. Red cloak, killer body, that's it. They feel like maybe she said something, but they can't remember what. Just felt they needed to get out.
See if anybody made any big deposits, bought fancy shoes, anything at all in the past few weeks. We'll know more when Maury wakes up.
I made you eggs. That's amazing. Apparently Liam was an absolute mess when he got home last night.
How was it, actually?
It was whatever you think it was. It was that and more. You were gone.
Yeah, but anything out of the ordinary, anything...
Hey, where's Pluto?
I don't know. Fuck. Did we let her out by mistake?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, what was it like last time?
3 days.
I'd love to see her, if that's okay. Mom, it's okay. I'm here. Mom?
Hi there, this is it's Victor Lafayette. We met yesterday at the clinic. The doctor and I, we reviewed your file, and I recall you talking about your irregular heartbeat. That I think that you would just make a wonderful candidate for.
Had a shit day and I really just want to starfish and forget the world.
With all respect, that part of this is not happening anymore.
You fucking children.
It just happened.
Don't minimize it. You've been fearing repercussions, which is not cool.
Don't say it. You're in love. Both signed NDAs, which are, they're phenomenal. You should just read them again. I require a lot of my assistance.
Finish paying off your student debt, Tina?
My name isn't Tina. You know that my name is Beth.
I don't give a shit, Beth!
Damn it, go at work! You're fucking Tina!
Not quitting, we just needed you to know.
No, you're not quitting. You're fired because you're all but useless to me now. I'm gonna look back at this moment, realize what a stupid fucking decision you both just made. Did you at least get the hookup on Vic?
Deal with it yourself.
It wouldn't be the end of the world if she flaked, Tim. You've been through a lot in the last day, whether you admit it or not.
Don't worry. We work together all the time. She filled me in on everything, so I understand the gig. Lauren is under the weather.
Oh.
We're having dinner to start.
There you go.
I almost texted to ask if you'd do your chicken piccata.
Yeah, well, I knew you had a bad day, so you deserve it.
I don't know how to feel. This fucked up tragedy, and let's not talk about Perry or the family or anything else. I just want to feel seen and do whatever we can to push the rest of that away. How was your day, Bill?
New episodes, and honest to God, I think we finally found our music supervisor. Gonna be great for Goldbug, actually.
Excuse me. This is a restricted area.
Yes, I know. You must be new.
You shouldn't be here.
Listen, security guard person, I don't know if you've read the news, but it's been a very difficult week for the Usher family. Graces your palm as she walks by with her drippy Birkin bag full of monkey bits. I'll have you fired and sued. What's a 6-letter word for fucked?
You're the clever one. But you shouldn't be here.
She warned you. You guys don't want the warnings. You shouldn't be here.
Keep your little heart beating.
4th century BCE. First experiments on animals. Medical research on chimpanzees was pretty much banned in 2015. Your dad is a force of nature, isn't he? Why do you hate her? I mean, on paper, you should be allied.
Whoever you are so fucking fired.
Can't make a lipstick or a dandruff shampoo without making something. Sever.
Fired is the wrong word, because I'm gonna have you fucking killed.
Bit more strong to hide your true nature. Clean up dirt for a living. Victorine, on the other hand, she picked better.
Side though, you two are the most alike. I'm just full of adrenaline to make it look like it works.
It could have happened quiet, peaceful, in bed. It's not personal. Wasn't with your brother either. Here we are. Fuck it. You got mine.
Oh my God.
That was an insane episode. I'm not going to lie. I remember the last reaction. I kind of remember now. I remember the last reaction. I thought this lady who just appears out of nowhere was the mother. And I know somebody made a comment and was like trying to explain it, and then somebody else said something. About reactors. Hair flip. But yes, I thought, you have to understand something. I always do a quick disclosure. I literally work for the government. I work at 12 a.m. I work over 8 hours. I come home. I take 15-minute naps. And then I start filming. I watch so many different shows on this platform. So I might be watching something, but my mind is like all over the place, right? So I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed every show I watch. But sometimes things slip through the cracks, through the credits. And then I'm like, also an airhead sometimes. So you put me being exhausted, watching so many different things, barely sleeping, and being an airhead, you're going to get some type of comments that make you go, huh? Yeah, so you want to know what the gag is? I still think that's the mother. So clearly she's not, but like I just it's crazy. Maybe, and I don't write notes, so there's that. But this show definitely has gotten my interest, and it's super crazy. Like, they're all so similar, the kids, in my opinion. And I just want to know why they're dying. Like, are they dying obviously because of their like, what's going on? Listen, it took me a while to understand some of the other shows this guy did, because like I said, I'm kind of, and I enjoyed the episodes for what they are as the episodes go along, as something just flew in my eyeball. So this episode, I would rate a 9. I think it was extremely strong. The acting on this is phenomenal. This lady with the blonde hair, she's actually was one of my favorites because she's just so ruthless and very blunt. I think the second the first, what's actually funny is in Order of the Kids, as something just is in my eyeball. What's funny is with the kids so far, the first one who died, Perry, was my favorite. And I just liked his aura. I liked the way he dressed. I liked his attitude. I kind of understood him as being a black sheep of the family because I assumed, like, I have been toting the black sheep of my family. I'm like, I'm the black sheep. I've always felt that way. So I kind of just related to him. And also he was like a rebel. He was do his own thing. He was do his own thing, but he was always trying to prove that he was good enough to be a part of the family, right? And he was younger too. When you get to my age, you actually don't give a fuck. So if he lived a little bit longer, he probably would have been like, yeah, I'm the black sheep, but I don't really give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? You just tend to not care anymore. And no shade. This is actually no shade. If I come off shade, there's no shade here. But you know what I mean? So I connected with him, and then he died viciously with acid rain. So I was like, maybe I should be nicer before, you know, toxic water touches my face, and then there's that. And I ended up with a skull on my face. So then this lady was my second favorite. And now she's dead. My third favorite child, and I obviously don't know who's going to die next, is out of all the kids, I'll tell you who's my least favorite. Although I really do like her, but she's my least favorite. It's the black lady. I don't remember her name. The one who experiments on monkeys. Like, how dare you experiment on animals? Like, you're already automatically my least favorite. I guess my next least favorite would be the guy who's married to the girl. I think he's an extremely great actor, but he seems kind of dopey. So he'd be my next least favorite. So now we're next. So I guess what? We only have the drug user guy, the gay guy, the bisexual man is what he seems to be, or fluid. Is that what they call that? Where he could just goes wherever. I guess he would be my next favorite. I do like his attitude, and it was a shock that he also was in, you know, Midnight Mass. Was it Midnight Mass? I think so. And he was in all the other movies that he was in. Because in here, for me, I did not notice it was him. I was like, damn, oh, that's right. I think a subscriber commented and was like, oh, you know, and I Googled it and was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. So I guess he's my only, because what other child is there? Oh, you have the lady who touches herself. I think she's super creepy. So she's not my favorite either. I think after the tattooed son who dies, I think I'll just be like, I'll just watch the rest of them die. Because I have no heart and I'm cold. But yes, I would give this episode a 9. Everything is still very confusing to me. I don't really know what's going on. As I already said, I stated this 1,000 times. I don't really understand what's going on, but I'm here for the ride. And I find this every episode to be extremely enjoyable. So there's that. But yeah, I'm effing confused. But I effing love it. So I would once again give this episode a 9. It's amazing, and I really can't wait until we continue on the journey. You guys, as I said, thank you for being here and being on this ride. You know I stretch out my shows as long as humanly possible. So buckle up. It's going to be a long ride. Thank you guys once again. If you want to support the channel for free, of course, I gotta say this again, I need to place my animation somewhere. Please hit that like button, share, and don't forget to comment down below. And I, of course, will see you all next time with more The Fall of the House of